Okay, so box blade challenge number 2 coming up. This one's worse than the first. This is another part of our road that goes up to the home site where we intend to build in a handful of years from now. So you can see it's fairly steep through here. This is actually not the steepest part of the property, but pretty steep road, and after 2+ years of no maintenance, especially after recent storms, a lot of rain, you can see there's like huge washouts going on here. Goes all the way up this section. Again, there's no proper ditch line on this side, so part of what I think I'm going to have to do is try to trench in a little bit of a ditch, maybe with my box blade. I don't have my backhoe attachment yet, so what I can do right now is with my box blade, so I'm a little bit limited. In a couple months I'll have my backhoe. But anyways, this continues on up. I'm not sure, it's a little sunny and dappled shade here, so I can't tell looking at my phone if you can see very well, but I'll get down here lower maybe. Anyways, lots of gullies through here. You can see where it just is running down. There's actually a really major washout just around the bend up here, but it, for the most part, empties off the side of the hill to the left up there before that big tree there on the left. Actually, I guess it empties out on this side of the tree. So I think for now what I'm going to do is just kind of focus on this section. See what I could do to fill this up. Maybe move some material from over there to over this way. Take away some of that bank, and maybe some of the water will kind of go to the left as opposed to coming down here on the right side. But I know this is still probably fairly temporary of a fix, so I can get, as I said, more like a ditch in here, and I mean, hopefully I can at least maintain it with my tractor. I don't know if I'll need to have someone come in with a bulldozer yet, but before we get ready to build up here, we may have to have more major road work done. More than likely we will. This is actually the part that I was speaking of. You can see there's essentially a ditch right there that has self-formed, and it comes down here, and most of the water comes this way and off down the hill, but there's a good amount that's kind of sneaking by now. So I think once I fix up this section, turn back around, once I work on fixing up this section, I'm going to come back up here, and I'm going to have to put a bunch of rocks or something in there temporarily to at least try to slow the water down, so maybe it'll do less damage on its way down the hill. So anyways, I don't know if you can see it, but down at the bottom there's the tractor waiting for me. So I'm going to get the box blade out and see what kind of damage I can do. Hopefully no worse than what the rain has already done. We'll check in afterwards. All right, here we are after a couple more hours. Hopefully you can see that now. I was definitely able to get rid of all the ruts down through here. It's nice and smooth, but still, just like down below, we need more material up here. Excuse me. A little bit mucky right now. We've just, like I said, we've had lots of rain lately, so, and this is a lot of shade right through here. Probably need to thin out these trees a little bit too to probably help keep it dry a little better. But anyways, let me get rid of this. There she goes. A lot better for now. I did have the box blade on a slight tilt to the right, but there's so much bank here on this stretch of the drive. Everything naturally wants to pitch that way anyways, which is fine down here because we've got next to that wall there's a ditch that cuts through and then goes off the hill on the other side. So that was kind of my goal, was try to keep things going that way. But you probably can't tell too much here, but even though I had it pitched to the right, even over here on the right hand side, there really wasn't, there's not a whole lot of slope there, so off into the bank. So we'll see. I think there'll still be some water that gets here in the middle, but for now it's a lot better. Like I said, I'm not expecting this to be perfect at the moment, until really can improve the ditches through here. But for now, it's quite a bit better. No more giant ruts in this section. There's the tractor sitting up there. I'll show you if I get out of breath, because it's relatively steep. So I'm sorry if I'm panting at all, but I'll show you what I did up where the worst section is. Basically, as I dragged material out of this right hand side, ended up, if you can see it, don't know if you can see it, let's see if I get over here, kind of piled up the material here on the right, trying to keep as much of that water that's coming down out of the ditch, divert it, this way. Kind of reinforce this edge with some rocks just to hopefully try to keep some of that erosion down. But again, it's not perfect. I might come back here tomorrow maybe and mess with that a little bit, to maybe dress it up a little bit. But I try to pile that material up there just to kind of keep the water, as I said, coming this way as opposed to coming back down the hill. So up and around the bend, I'll show you later. It needs lots and lots of work, and probably a lot of large stones brought in to fill some of the, it's not even like a gully, it's like a crevasse going up around the bend. But that's for a future project. For now, I'm pretty happy with what I've been able to do so far, just after watching really YouTube videos. Some of you guys out there with your 2038 Rs and your box blades, no matter what kind of tractor it was, been pretty helpful to me, so I appreciate it. Everybody took the time to make videos. I know mine's not really a how-to at the moment, but maybe in the future as I get better at it and more experienced. But for now, I guess that's it, and we'll see you later.